Today our topic is the Stoics' Guide to Making Tough Decisions. Life is full of choices, some easy, some hard. Every day we face decisions that can change our path. Sometimes these choices are clear, but often they are not. When the road is unclear and the stakes are high, it can feel overwhelming. This is where Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, can help. Stoicism teaches us how to stay calm, think clearly, and make decisions with wisdom, even in the toughest moments. Stoicism is not about ignoring emotions or pretending life is easy. It is about understanding what we can control and what we cannot. The Stoics believe that the only thing we truly control is our mind, our thoughts, and our actions. Everything else, what other people do, what happens in the world, even our own bodies, is outside our control. When we accept this, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and focus on what really matters. So how does this help with tough decisions? Let's say you are at a crossroads in your career. You have two job offers. One pays more, but the other aligns more with your values. Which do you choose? The Stoic approach would be to ask yourself, what is in my control here? You cannot control how much each job pays, or what others think of your choice. But you can control how you weigh the options. You can think about what truly matters to you: money, purpose, happiness, or something else. You can focus on making a decision that aligns with your values, not just your fears or desires. The Stoics also remind us to think long-term. When faced with a tough choice, ask yourself, how will I feel about this decision in a year? In 5 years? Will I regret it, or will I be proud of myself? This helps us see beyond the immediate pressure and make choices that serve our future selves. Another key Stoic idea is to prepare for the worst while hoping for the best. This is called the premeditation of evils. Imagine the worst-case scenario for each option. If you take the higher-paying job, will you feel unfulfilled? If you take the job that aligns with your values, will you struggle financially? By imagining these outcomes, you can plan for them and reduce your fear. If you are ready for the worst, you can face any decision with courage. Stoicism also teaches us to avoid being swayed by external opinions. When making tough decisions, people will always have advice. Some will tell you to play it safe, while others will push you to take risks. But the Stoics remind us that only you know what is best for you. Listen to advice, but do not let it control you. Trust your inner wisdom. Remember, no one else will live with the consequences of your decision only you. One of the hardest parts of making tough decisions is dealing with uncertainty. What if I make the wrong choice? What if I fail? The Stoics would say, failure is not the end. It is a teacher. Every decision, even a bad one, is an opportunity to learn and grow. If you make a mistake, you can always adjust your course. Life is not about being perfect. It is about being resilient. Another Stoic tool is to focus on the present moment. When we are stuck in a tough decision, our minds often race to the future. We worry about what might happen or regret what we did in the past. But the Stoics remind us that the only moment we truly have is now. Ask yourself, what can I do right now to move forward? Even a small step is progress. Over time, these small steps will lead you to clarity. Stoicism also encourages us to practice gratitude, even in tough times. When facing a difficult decision, it is easy to feel stuck or sorry for ourselves. But the Stoics would remind us to be grateful for the opportunity to choose. Not everyone has the luxury of options. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, giving us the strength to move forward. Now, let's talk about courage. Making tough decisions requires courage. It is easy to avoid hard choices, to stay in our comfort zone. But the Stoics believe that true growth comes from facing challenges. Every tough decision is a chance to build your character, to become stronger and wiser. Even if the outcome is not what you hoped for, the act of deciding with integrity is a victory in itself. Stoicism also teaches us to accept what we cannot change. Once you make a decision, do not waste energy second-guessing yourself. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. All you can do is focus on the present and do your best. If things do not go as planned, adjust your course, but do not regret your choice. You made the best decision you could with the information you had at the time. Another important Stoic idea is to separate facts from opinions. When making tough decisions, it is easy to get caught up in emotions, assumptions, or other people's expectations. But the Stoics would advise you to look at the facts. What do you know for sure? What is just a guess or a fear? By focusing on facts, you can make clearer, more rational decisions. Finally, Stoicism reminds us to stay humble. No matter how much we plan or think, life is unpredictable. We cannot control everything, and that is okay. The goal is not to be perfect, but to be wise, to make the best choices we can with the tools we have. And when things do not go as planned, we can adapt and keep moving forward. In the end, making tough decisions is not about finding the right answer. It is about making a choice that aligns with your values, your goals, and your inner wisdom. It is about trusting yourself, even when the path is unclear. The Stoics believe that life is not about avoiding challenges, but about facing them with courage and clarity. So the next time you face a tough decision, remember these Stoic principles. Focus on what you can control. Think long-term. Prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. Trust your inner wisdom. Accept uncertainty. Stay present. Practice gratitude. Be courageous. Separate facts from opinions. And stay humble. Life will always have tough decisions, but with Stoicism as your guide, you can face them with confidence and peace of mind. Remember, every decision is a step on your journey. Whether it leads to success or failure, it is an opportunity to grow. So, take a deep breath, trust yourself, and move forward. You have the strength and wisdom to make the best choice for you. And that is all that matters.